It should be going on as we speak. But I'm going to urge everyone listening that reach out, not just for yourself, but for your neighbors, your family members.
Feel that sense of stuff out.
Every person in our household needs to be documented on that census. Every single person. Now, that's why. We can't sit back and complain that we don't get funding because we failed to fill out a census. Because as he stated, we only had about 70% of people before when they conducted the census. It was about 72%, and those are very low numbers. Very low. We need to be in the mid and high 80s at least. And like he stated, if we don't, we're going to definitely lose one of those congressional seats.
We got, right now, on the Electoral College, we got 9, because we're sitting there with 7 and 2 in Alabama that make up 9 representatives on the Electoral College. And if that census drop, we go, like you said, we're losing one of them. We may end up with 7, we may end up with 8 because of the population. You're going to lose a seat in the House of Representatives or either the Senate. You're going to lose one because you ain't got enough people.
Wow.
And that's going to take, repeatedly, that's going to take money out of our pocket and food out of our mouths.
Absolutely.
That's going to take stuff away from what Doug Jones and the rest of the representatives of Alabama, the Senate and the House, represent this state with. Because we're running away from the census. And guess what? Folks can find you just by typing your telephone number in on the internet. And type your name in and hit a button and find you. What you running from? You ain't got nowhere to hide. They already know where you are.
It will populate in seconds. It will populate up on the internet in seconds. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let me shift to another. Go ahead. Topic right quick. I want to get this in. All right. It is back to school, Bro Howard. It's back to school. School has officially started across the county here in Monroe. It's back to school time. Now, this message goes out for all parents. All parents. Please get involved there at your school. Go there to the school. Go there to the school and do it now. That's why school just started. Go there. Introduce yourself to your kid's teacher. Find out who they are. Introduce yourself to your school principal. Go see the council. Also, take it a step further. Call your superintendent. Our superintendent here in Monroe is shit. You need to know what's going on, and you need to know what's going on with your child there at school. Because let's just face it. Let's just face it. We have a problem here, and I'm going to say it. We have a problem here in Monroe County in our school system. Our school system, we looked at, and a lot of our schools is constantly failing. Year after year. I looked at, I think Monroe County High has failed over three years in a row. And there are different reasons for that happening. Now, obviously, just like most corporations do, when you're trying to fix the problem, a lot of people want to start at the bottom. Well, it's easy to point your finger down. But if you truly want to get to the root of the problem and something is failing, you start at the top. You start at the top. Now, somehow, and I'm not, we have our superintendent, before he finished out his term, they stacked on a second one before his first one was filled out, before it was done. Then they stacked on another one because now he just started his second term.
Mhm.
No one does that. We have to start doing what's right here in our county.
Mhm. Mhm.
We have and I'm not knocking the superintendent, but we just got to start doing things that are right.
Mhm.
You know, before that was an issue where they wouldn't even allow no parent or concerned citizen to go there to a school board meeting, but twice a year. I don't know whether you're aware of that, Brother Howard, but you can only go.
They do that.
You can only go in March, and if you want to voice your opinion, and if you didn't get there in March, you have to wait to the next school year to November.
Yeah, they do that to control.
I thought that was the most crazy thing that I've heard in my life.
They do that to control input. They do that to.
That's exactly what that is.
And run it how they want to. They don't want no friction around what they do. And guess what? You are there for the people that put you there. You are there for them.
Now, remind you, Bro Howard, this was for public school, okay?
Yeah, I know.
This is for public school. No parent or concerned citizen could go and voice their opinion, even if you put yourself on the agenda, but twice a year. Who does that? But again, that was backward thinking from Monroe County.
Mm-hmm. And guess what now? A lot of that stuff comes from the direction of the Association of School Boards, such as getting rid of trustees and all those things like that, where we are now. Those things were lessening the input of the general public. Those things can pull your feet out from under you as parents for your input. Used to be in the days ahead. You could turn. Exactly.
Start attending your monthly school board meeting there with your superintendent and your board members. And your board members. All right? We have our superintendent Sheehan, and we have 5 board members. We have the chairman, Tony Powell. We got board member Sabrina Kidd. We got board member Barbara Turner. We got board member Kenny Smith. And finally, we got Roger Casey. Those are all your board members for your prospective places. Now, we just finally, now this is something that really just turned my stomach. We have to go there, and I'll be on, partnered up with me and Barbara Turner. We were trying to get air conditioning there at Shields. We fought. And the first time I went there, they didn't even respond. So I went again. So they had to give me an answer. We fought, begged, and I went there and did the research in our school and found out that in our gym, we just did not have air conditioning in our gym. And then they were saying, okay, well, we don't have the money in our budget. So one of the board members, Roger Casey, and I'm going to call it what it is, stated that he wasn't going to vote for putting no air conditioning in Shields Gym. He thought the idea was just crazy. He thought it was absolutely crazy. And we were told the reason, well, we don't have a budget for it, because if we did, we would exhaust our reserve. So what if some came in, we need our reserve? Well, it came out that there was more than enough funding. But this was really
you got a 5-year capital aid plan.
When we finally got the nod to put the air conditioning in Shields, guess what they would have done? They not only said, okay, put it in Shields, they would have put it in 3 more schools as well. Those schools wasn't asking for no air conditioning in their gym. Nobody had went there and requested. Only people request, that was the fight between me and Miss Turner was asking for one in Shields. Now, that money could have been saved from the other schools because they didn't even ask, they didn't want one. But because Shields, and I'm going to stand on and say it, because they gave it to Shields, they figured, okay, well, Shields is, that's a school up on the north, that's a black school. Well, if we justify getting that one, we're going to give everybody one. We're not going to give something to shield that we're not going to get everybody. Well, they didn't ask. But now you want to split the pot. You want to split the pot. Parents, get involved in your school. And want to make, and another thing we just make sure that every school has a resource officer. But right now, we don't. Do we have the funding for it? Not for all schools. We need it. Just a couple of days ago, Fred, I don't know whether you heard it or not. There was a school shooting there in Montgomery already. You know the lane, the pickup lane and the drop-off lane that the parents go to in the evening?
Yeah.
One parent was cutting in front of him with his vehicle, and the other one started complaining. This guy got out with his weapon and started firing at a school.
On the campus, at the school.
On the school campus. Already. The first week. So that's something that I'm going to urge. If we don't have a resource officer there, I want all the principals and maybe counsel or teachers be vigilant when you have people coming there picking up and dropping off your kid.
Well, okay, let me ask you this on that, in line with that. Do you know they are quietly in Alabama putting guns in the hands of teachers and administrators? Give me a point on that. From,
yes, I you know who made that recommendation? Do I have to ask that question? That comes straight from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. They are in the Oval Office.
Okay, I want your opinion on that. What do you believe? What's your position on that? As a concerned citizen, me as a concerned citizen, we both work around the school through our activities here. Personally,
you know what?
Go ahead.
I'm glad you asked me that, and I'm going to answer that question both as a concerned citizen, both as a parent of two sons that are 15 years old, and I'm going to answer that as an advocate as well. There's absolutely no need for any teacher to have a weapon in that school.
Thank you, son. Thank you, son.
There's
I'm much
absolutely
older than
no
you.
reason.
I agree. That don't make no sense.
I'm going to tell you one other thing. Let me just say the most important thing. I'm going to say that as a 24-year Army infantry veteran. I've been dealing with guns my entire life. My entire life. Both on domestic and foreign soil. Guns kill, mangle, injure. There is no reason. You do not put that in their hands. That's an asset that the not teacher, sooner or later, the kid's going to have that. They're going to figure out how to get to that weapon.
Yeah, they're going to have one in the
what's going to happen is, listen to this. Now, let's say you have this instructor there, right? Now, you have mobilized the police department, the sheriff department. You got a teacher that got to have the gun. Cops walk in. This teacher, this black teacher got a gun. What do you think is going to happen? They are going to unload a round into that black teacher. They are going to unload a full clip to that person with that gun in their hand. The same thing that happened to this kid there in Birmingham in the mall. This kid was a veteran that was home shopping in the mall there in Birmingham. He was the son of a cop there in Birmingham. Knowed how to use a gun, had his permit for his weapon, and some shooting took place there in the mall, and everybody was running.